He's got a multinational business or whatever, and I'd call him, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'll be right over." and and he talked about it. He'd like to sit down with me because he claimed I could see the future. So it's about that time we were bringing back the downtown that was lost, bringing back, some other programs, arts and parks, and I foresee the Northeast is long overdue for sort of a spiritual, musical sort of renaissance and resurgence. Let's get back to leading the way, shall we? All right, fingers 2 and 4. We're using finger stretches here. Fingers 3 and 4 on frets 10 and 12. Devotion is at the key of all of this. So this is my morning ritual for guitar growth. If you're just tuning in, we do this every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, usually with an amplifier. But my amplifier, as I turned it on this morning, I got a few squeaks and hisses out of it, and now it's no longer. So today is an acoustic guitar session. And we're just happy with it because it feels really good to be in touch directly with the instrument with no outside influence, no extrinsic influencers. So we have fingers 3 and 4, and we're going for it. 1 E and a 2 E and a da da da. I hope you can hear me okay. If not, you can certainly see what I'm not sure why my guitar is still plugged in. It's clearly not working. These finger stretches are just great to do because this gives us access to the next level, the next layers that we're shooting for. We may push our fingers to stretch a little bit more. We may ask a little more out of our fingers this morning. So I hope you're ready to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. We're just going to push it a little bit. And you'll see this push right here with fingers 2 and 3. A 1Z and a 2Z and a 10 toe. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing just fine. I'm a little in front of the metronome. I see a lot of comments coming in, and I apologize if I'm not getting directly to it. What you'll find is there are a lot of other live guitar players here in the house who could easily, handle the bulk of stuff that I'm missing, if that's the case, if that's what's happening. But I've been running into a situation where I'm not able to keep up with all of the live chat. If you feel like it would be good to, if somebody wanted to co-host like a podcast with me, we could get 2 or 3 of us together and then figure that out. I would be interested in that. That would be more like a talk situation. We could have guitars and we could noodle around, but maybe we'd focus on talking, So if you wanted to start a guitar chat, some kind of thing with me, then I'd love to do it. 1 E and a 2 and 12, 10 and 12, go E and really nice, simple control right hand. And if you were here yesterday, you remember that I took this pick off the shelf out of the drawer yesterday, and I started playing with this pick, and it was all scratchy, all sort of nasty, which is the way a lot of picks come off the shelf, the cheap ones. And so I have to put a little bit of extra labor into getting these picks to sound good, to be effective. I get a little picky. So I shaved it down, I sort of just got the fingernail files, you know, the multiple fingernail files, you know, the 160 grit, and then just took it down, shaped it, kind of took the burrs out, and then polished it. The same way I would polish a fingernail, do you know what I mean? So if you've seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. So here we go. Fingers 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and let's do this stretch here. Let's go ahead and get started with fingers 2 and 4 on frets 9 and 12. 1 and 2. I should take a quick look at what's going on here. Man, I'm missing, holy smokes. This chat is going nuts. You guys, take it easy on me. I play local gigs in Sacramento. If you're Witch Doctor, yes. What's up, bro? I play Gem 7. Oh, you sucker. I used to have that Gem 7 FP, the floral pattern. And I would give almost anything to have that guitar back. I knew only, hey, Witch Doctor's new. Witch Doctor. Good morning, Jeffrey Bumpus is new. Wow. I play live with friends Bill, Ted, Style Talk Show. Very nice. Oh, cool. Metallica 1, yeah, you got it. You're on the right track. Finger work, good stuff. It's really good exercise. Thank you very kindly for being here. Guitar for everyone. Yes. Justin, good morning, good morning. All right, I'm going to keep moving. As soon as I stretch, I'll try to blast through some of these. I'm missing some of this chat a little bit, but we're really here. I'm really here to just kind of get through the morning ritual and help us to stay on track. So if you're here with the guitar, we do this every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. Let's go ahead and get this started. And 1 and 2 and 2. That's 9 and 12. Just really simple stuff. Just getting the sort of the wind and the sails, just aligning everything. Maybe we're putting up a few more sails, adjusting things. Getting the jig going. So maybe we're just taking it easy. We're just finding our way up board, and we're going for the deep water. So we're not in a rush to get there. We're just taking our time, enjoying the luxury. Be able to do this really is a luxury, right? Think about all of the things in the world that could prevent us literally from having the time or the capacity to even do this. So I just wanted to take a moment to give thanks for this. Fingers 1 and 3, and here we go, same thing. We've got a stretch coming up. I'm overdue on a stretch now. We'll get ready to stretch after this exercise. Blast through any comments. Hopefully I didn't miss anything timely, but if I did, you can always come back to our every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for morning ritual for guitar growth and as we set goals more than marginally better at the end of this year. So what we're going to do is take the first lesson, the first video that we produced, the first live stream, and we're going to take that first video, match it with this last video, and take a look at how our feel has improved, how our how is our breath, how is our posture while we're playing the guitar, how has our comfort and our confidence and our capacity to play the passages, the complicated passages that we want to learn how to play, how has that improved just through this morning ritual? So those are questions that will be answered at the end of this year. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick stretch. So let me put this pick down here. I know I don't want to set a bad example by putting that pick in my mouth, straight elbow, back 16 clicks, 15 clicks, and we're just stretching it out. Stretch. everybody. Guitar for everyone. Witch Doctor, thanks, bro. We just see stuff. Lots of. Oh, nice. All kinds of stuff. Texas, but from South Carolina. Guitar for everyone. John Lee Hooker. Man, that was in the playlist the other day when we were working on the Sun House. John the Revelator. Sun House does a awesome version of John the Revelator. And Dennis, check it out. Let me know what you think. Biswa, what would you suggest for playing smooth arpeggios? I would maybe take a look at some spray pan. You use that. Olive oil usually works. Canola can, do it. Chris, any seed oil could do it. Now, but for real, I would take a look at repetition. Seat time is huge, right? Seat time is huge. And those things that feel like they're Mount Everest to begin with soon become doable, and it's like riding a bike, and all of a sudden, training wheels come on. And you're like, whoa, smash. Whoa, smash. Whoa, and then you get it, right? It's like riding a bike, and like once you get it, you kind of got it. You know what I mean? And you just keep working at developing it until you're on the points race system for the national mountain bike tour, and you're riding for like Yeti or somebody. You know what I mean? You get better at it. So we start with. These are things that we can work on post-warm-up, for me, post-warm-up. Because this requires a tremendous amount of repetition in order to tighten it up, in order to get it under the fingertips, like get the fine motor skill going. And then, you could also work on, so you could also work on, the two-handed tapping or arpeggios. You can do that kind of stuff. You can use major arpeggios, minor arpeggios. You can do all kinds of that stuff, and it requires a tremendous amount of attention, tremendous amount of repetition. So right for now, what I'm working on is something that's a little different than that. We're working on just the morning ritual warm-up. And starting again, fingers 2, 3, and 4, and we're working on contiguous fingers. Fingers 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12 frets, 10, 11, 12, and 4 attacks per beat, and 60 beats per minute. So, Sam, man, you're really on the nutshell. I might have to break down and do that. Thank you for keeping Alice in Chains top of mind for me. They really creep out. I've been working on this song called Still Neighbors. I think we've agreed to change the name of the song, a couple of days ago to Post-Election Lullaby. And we changed it from, it got really sort of teen angsty and sort of Seattle-ish. So now it's kind of rearranged to be like a Gordon Lightfoot sort of emotional ballad that, sentimental. So having that Alice in Chains be top of mind is really nice to hear. Arpeggios, repetition. Polyphia has tons of arpeggio licks. Yeah, Witch Doctor. Yeah, you're talking language. Not into Polyphia. They are great, but I don't like the music style. Philly music scene is amazing. You guys are in a great place. Who do you like to swap? Who's your dude? I like Steve Vai. There you go. David Hewitt. Happy New Year. Dave, Hollywood, California, Worldwide Cams Incorporated. Welcome to the club. Dave, what's going on, Dave? Are you playing guitar with us this morning? We do. If you're just tuning in, we do this live stream every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what we do for ourselves, and we do for ourselves because we realize that charity starts at home. And charity starts once we build that strong, solid foundation, that basis upon which to frame our major and wild success. We have that confidence, we have that, it takes time to develop all of this stuff so that we can, at a moment's notice, at the drop of a hat, turn on the switch and just become a beast of a guitar player. That becomes a maintenance problem to solve, I would think. I mean, not that I don't have that problem, but I aspire to have that problem. So hence every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, we're working through somewhat of a guitar mode. We're calling it a morning ritual for guitar growth. And depending on where you're from, it might be guitar growth. So let's go ahead and take a look at fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're really getting there now. We're really in good time. We're really making decent time, so we'll stay on track. If I'm missing also I wanted to let you know if I am missing let me say this while we're moving, okay? Fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 9, 10, 12. So if I'm missing the live chat, I'll go back and go through the live chat. What we do is we reproduce, we publish these morning rituals for guitar growth. We publish them after they're live. They turn into videos you can review on Mayhem, right here at Jason Terry Guitar on YouTube. And this is the only place we do this, is on YouTube. And we leave the live chat intact because there's a history that we're developing here. A history of guitar work. Basically agreed, anyone who shows up here, if you arrive here with a guitar in your hand, it means that, you're devoted. Number one, I love that devotion. I respect that devoted behavior. And we leave the live chat intact. So if we're watching it, rewatching it on demand, we can feel like we're reliving the thing. Plus it helps if, if we're on the other end of the continent or the world, we can watch it at our leisure instead of, burning the candle on both ends to the point where we burn out. And what we try to do is develop healthy patterns here. Healthy, successful patterns. And so far, this 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's feeling the best it's felt for me since we've started this simple, no amp thing. So I don't think it's going to be a thing for me, but I'm really enjoying having the amplifier here this morning. 1 E and 2 E. Finger stretch. Same thing, 4th finger stretch. Philly is awesome. Yeah, everyone please go check out Futon Sessions from Philly. You'll love it. Yellow guy. Hello. I think Yellow guy's new here. I don't know, probably I'm just picking up on this, but you probably already noticed it. Jen Hey. I love Dimebag. He is the reason I learned guitar. Wow. Yeah, he was one of those for many. What up, Yellow? What up? Dude, he is a goat. Thanks, Anthony. You got it. Yellow guy. Yeah, which? Anthony Terrell, heck yeah. Yeah. I like the Denim Denims. I feel like I like it myself. I saw the video an hour ago on Pantera. I saw Pantera live again in 2025 or something. Oh yeah. Right, I got kicked off on Pantera. Nuno from Extreme is also an amazing guitarist. Yeah, that came up on my social, on my Facebook social. An old friend of mine, a guitar player friend of mine, just a gazillionaire, but just a really great guitar player. Shared something yesterday and said, hey, it looks like you're, that, like a little, budget chord in there. And I'm assuming there's a little bit of that influence in there. And Tara's touring with Zach. Wow, I didn't know that. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. I'm okay with it, but that's one of those things. I would love to go see Pantera again. We got a little bit above position 9. I'm just going to roll with it because it's so good for my fingers right now. Reach the top and take the first finger back. Here we go. And 1 E and a 2 E and yeah, Biswa dropping all grades for sure. Oh. Nirvana, I wish I could discern what brand of dumb pick this is. Just the best one I've ever tried. And I'm old as dirt. You got a picture of it? Shape? Yeah, I'm interested in picks too, for sure. I can tell that you're putting in a lot of effort in, yeah. Fingernails really does require the effort. It really does require a monumental amount of effort. Quality over quantity, though, too, right? Quality over quantity. My fingernails really stood the test of jamming this weekend on multiple types of strings. And Dan, I feel like that's a breakthrough, too. Good, yeah. Metronome is key, correct. Here's trying to figure a magic bullet of not breaking my nails. They seem to have become Culver City place all natural. Wow. I used to eat a lot of Jell-O. I used to eat a ton of Jell-O. Well, that helped. It takes a little bit of time for it to kick in, but that does help. Sam, nutshell. Yeah, nutshell. Butter. Oh, Tensa. Wake and bake. Got it. Sorry, I'm so behind on these. Catching up here. All right, let's do we're doing the diagonals. And we're almost on time here. We'll do the diagonals. We do this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 reverse. Descent pattern, a position. And then 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 4, 3, 2, 1 reverse. Descended position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Sam, I'm reading, Raul, I'm reading the music lesson. Got that book. Scott, our friend Scott gave it to me the other day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1 E and 2 E, and you know what to do. All right, Roxanne. Hey, AJ, hello. Nice done. Indian, I am Indian. there's a direct correlation to being a consumer and being a quality guitar player. That might actually be a really great dissertation, right? Because as soon as you realize you can live off of the production, the more you know, the less you need, right? That's one of those things that I picked up, I don't know, probably around 98. So 4 middle strings, same thing that we just did. 1 E and a 2 E and a D E and a bow E and a. This half was a beautiful gift from my wonderfully hardworking and super smart and talented son. My man child now. He's living out his plan. He's got his plan all etched out. Now all he's doing is executing his plan at the moment. So hopefully all goes according to plan. But he's putting, he can do like 100 hours a week or something like that. He works hard. He works smart. He's a smart guy. So 1 E and a 2 on 4 strings and go. He left actually like half a dozen of these in my studio one afternoon. I just put them all on top of my China cabinet down there, which hosts all my camera gear, lenses, all that guitar stuff, and then cameras, Hasselblad, just a bunch of different stuff in there, and then on the top of it, these 6 North Face hats. They're all the the keep it patched hats like this, and they're all different color. So it's really cool that he just likes to have. We grew up. He was raised in Tucker. I'll give you a quick tidbit right here, because it's time for another stretch. Let's get a stretch in with Uncle Jason this morning. Here we go, straight arm. And we've got that, pulling that hand back. 15 clicks. He was both of our children. We raised them in the Tuckerman's Ravine on Mount Washington. So they learned about indifference very early on. Probably abuse by most standards, but they seem to love it. They seem to do all right. They're sports, for sure. We're raised as sports. So if you're not paying attention in that environment, it's big mountain weather here. And they'd go up at 40 below, and they'd be climbing and hiking into Tuckerman's Ravine. They didn't think anything of it, just as long as we kept the shells on and didn't expose any skin, we knew what we were doing. It's a good, safe place to check out, that environment, because it's staffed with U.S. Forest Service and Ski Patrol, and it's about as insulated as you can get from the wilderness, while feeling like you're in the wild. But it's big country. It's like it's mostly crazy all the time. I see it. It's mostly big weather up there, big snow, big spur. But Everest climbers come here and perish. You know what I mean? So it's like, but they learn about it. So I'm assuming that's where the North Face hat comes from, because you like the gear that you can trust. You like the gear. You gotta have trust in your gear. Gotta have trust. Otherwise, you're not really going anywhere, right? And you don't need the most expensive gear. We'd go out there in wool, and we'd have layers, wool and layers, shells, down, 60-40, the cotton, nylon blend. Plus we could go out there, in 1960s, like French style, Alpine style. We could also, with our Norwegian knit, we could also go out there with our, modern plastic mountaineering boots and crampons and modern axes. When we go out with alpenstocks, we've had exposure to, what can the production line do for me, and what can I do without the production line. So it's funny that you mentioned Tensi. Funny you mentioned my hat, and we've been working actively on shedding our consumerism for a long time. But we have, when I need medical attention, that consumerism is pretty important. That production line's pretty valuable. All right, so we have, what are we doing? Oh, minor pentatonic. How did I get, yeah, I just worked right out on that. So I tripped right out. So let's go ahead and start on position number 9. If you don't mind, if you're still with me, let's go ahead and start in position. I have 30 seconds to I'll just have a super copy here. Oh, love the Telecaster in the morning with no amplification. Good vibes. Yeah, that's a big plank right there. That's a resonant guitar. I do a similar Sunwalker. Raoul, nice casual causality. Yeah, very nice. This also creates a chromatic scale with no skip tones. Alright, I better read this because it sounds detailed. I do a similar exercise but with pinky and a slide at the end, making 5 notes per string. This also creates a chromatic scale with no skip notes. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, what you've done, Sunwalker, what you've done for us, because we'd like to keep this at 60 beats per minute for the entire year, so we always religiously, we understand we're at 60, we're an hour pulse would be in the morning, 60 is good, walking down the street, nice sunny day, leisure, you know, we're getting somewhere. And so frequently we'll do, you know, one, if it's a new exercise and we're folding it into the mix, we don't want to disrupt the batter, you know, so we'll just fold it in nice and easy. And then what we'll do is do 1 note or 1 attack per beat. And then we'll do 2 attacks per beat, and then 3 attacks per dunga, ginga, bunga, dunga. Then 1 E and 2, which you witnessed a lot this morning, and then we'll do da 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 bongy diggy bongy daggy. And then we'll break things down into quintuplets, and then da 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 da, and then 16th note triplets, and then 7 note groups. So this is going to work nicely with the quintuplet exercises. So that's great. You'll definitely see that coming up this week. So bring a helmet and chin strap. All right. All right. Let's keep moving. All right, so we're starting with finger number 1, finger 1 on fret number 9. We're doing the old 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. So this is that minor pentatonic shape that we've all grown to know and love so well. But this hat does kind of say pretty well, doesn't it? Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'll continue wearing it for that reason exactly. I love it. 1 E and a 2 E and a, you know what to do, E and a. This does kind of feel good without amplification, doesn't it? It really puts us in touch with what the guitar is capable of. And then when we add the amplifier back into the mix, it feels like we're actually able to let the amplifier do some of the work. Then we can fully realize the value of the amplifier in that situation. Jared Clark, hey man. Alright, love the Telecaster. I need to start doing these kind of warm-ups. So Josh, every weekday morning, we are here. I'm going to continue going well beyond it. But every weekday morning, you're welcome to jump on with us. It's free, you know, it's business genius. Just give this time break. I'm going to be here anyway, so it's not going to cost anything. The only thing it will cost us is your seat time, and that's the most expensive. That's the most expensive part of this whole thing. Even if you were doing $100 a session, right? Your seat time is irreplaceable. You can go make another $100 tomorrow, or in the next 10 minutes, or whatever your earning capacity is. It's easier to earn $100 than it is to get your time back. Is what I'm saying. What I've found. So So this is the minor pentatonic shape that you can be here every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our morning ritual for guitar growth. And we're doing this longitudinally so we can see exactly what 260 hours of warm-up does for us over the year 2025. Anthony, I don't know, do you develop apps? Do you do like native development with, I have this, I've been talking about this with a friend of mine at MIT, and I wonder, it hasn't really been going anywhere, so I don't know if you wanted to, if you have any interest in it or not, but it's a really cool idea. So I've got a stack already in my development environment already going, but I do native development. I can build anything you want. All right, let's. Maybe it would be cool to. This would be cool. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, Jason Carey Guitar at Gmail. Let's see what we can do. You know, maybe I can introduce you to Eric, or maybe you already have your own situation with but it's not a video. So here's what happens. I mean, we need the money makes the world go round, right? And I think it's definitely a saleable thing. I mean, it's definitely a saleable thing, and it's easy to lay down a 5 or 10 spot for something one time. But to have it, you know, the subscription-based stuff, I know that versioning is sort of expensive and platforming, all that stuff, pushing it out to Git, and all that stuff takes time and money. So I don't know, we can talk a little bit about it, but Quincy Jones, like this relating directly back to music. Quincy Jones, like the producer, like the Thriller album. Mr. Fish sent me a video like over on Instagram the other day. It's like Quincy Jones saying something to the effect of, "Yeah, man, I've never done anything in music for money, because when I do." If you do, God leaves the room. So, man, it's enough to bring the room and the tears together. So we're starting with 2 notes, 2 attacks per note. Okay? And you can make the first note louder or softer than the next, or we could just get through the exercise, stomach it, get it on the palate, wet the palate, and then we can see what we can do with it after we go through the palate cleanse. Alright, so let's take a look at fingers. In minor pentatonic, it's our favorite scale. You know, Mr. Santana taught all of us about that. So let's take a look at 1, 2 attacks per note, 4 attacks per beat. Okay? And I'm trying like mad to keep my pick as close to either side of the string as I can after we proceed through, after we execute. When we address the string, we execute this downstroke. I'm not going way out. I'm trying not to go way out here. I'm really trying to. It's that scene with Sam Jackson, Pulp Fiction. I'm really trying. Not going way. I'm trying to be a good beginner, right? So let's take a look at keeping the right hand under control. Devotion here. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. We ask a lot of our kids, so early on, so that way they're sort of learning later on. You know what I mean? We put a lot of faith in them, a lot of support. Probably could have done things a little differently, but you know, hindsight is 20/20, right? That's a good question. Thanks for asking. That's hard to do when you're trying to sing tonally against an exercise that you're playing atonally. That's hard. Please play Fly Me to the Moon. Now we're using triplets. Let's do triplets. This is going to be our 3 attacks per beat. So maybe let's develop a strategy here. We need to use 60th note triplets here. That would be quite an upgrade from what we've done. I think we can do it. So let's say Mostly crazy all the time, hey. Just realized I wasn't breathing. Gotta breathe. Oh, how to harmonize solos? Yeah. Yes, I'm getting back to you later. How do you harmonize solos? That's great. I guess it depends on if you're asking Bill Frisell or you're asking Jim Hall. When you play a wrong note, Anthony, just half a step away. Right note. That's correct. Love it. Thank you. Would you like to talk more? So, play Spaceman, Came Travelin'. So we're getting ready to start wrapping it. So let's take another look at the next pentatonic shape. I'm going back to position number 5 for this. Let's see if I can be in the middle of the frame there. That's kind of okay. So let's go to position number 5. All right. Let's take a look at the next position up from that. This is where Mr. Hendrix was, and the Jimmies. This is where all the Jimmies really. We're finding that little house pattern. Here's that triangular pattern, which kind of constitutes a roof shape, and then these 2 walls. So Turtles in the Half Shell or something like that. So we've got this beautiful top part, but the fingering here coming from where this fingering was, and then using the frets as a position style player, we're basically looking at fingers 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4 on top. So that places the root note squarely underneath our 4th finger, which we're not used to. I mean, we may not be conditioned to, accept this readily just yet, but we will become ready for this. 2, 1, 3, and then you can warm out. So if we come down, we have the upper half of the minor pentatonic shape. A good friend of mine, Sean McGowan, was like really, like his phrasing comes from being able to shift from one position to the next seamlessly. Phrasing is a really important part of all of this. So we'll visit this more tomorrow. Oh, we've got 25 likes, 26 likes here. Nice job, team. Great job, team. Great work. So let's take a look. We'll run it through one time, and we're going to jump. Kevin is already jumping for the day. Hats off to Kevin. Thank you for being here, Mr. Haas, and we'll see you tomorrow. Eye to the Father. Let's do that. 1 and 2 E and T E and boom. Oop. Ooh, hey, wrong notes everywhere. Tickets are not. So let's go back to position 2. Really, this position needs some attention. Glad to see you just hanging out and play Space Mountain Travel. I wish I could do that today, but I've got to jump at the moment. I'm thankful for the requests, and those requests will continue to live in the live chat as this video publishes to the YouTube channel here, Jason Carey Guitar. So those requests get noted, and sometimes those songs will get into a Fiore session on the channel. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. Kevin, so Zipickle. Hey sir, I just bought a new electric guitar and old acoustic player. Give me some scale for beginner amateur. Yes. So if you wouldn't mind, that's a great question, and I would encourage you. I think we all invite you to join us tomorrow every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what we do together with guitars in hand, we play the guitar. It's a morning ritual for Guitar Growth. You can learn more about it. We're doing this for free all through the year 2025, probably beyond. So I hope you join us tomorrow and ask those questions. We're doing exactly the things that I would share with all of my beginner students for a long time. And sometimes they are interested in just kind of goofing off. Parents or grandparents are making them play guitar, and in which case I keep it fun. And as long as they keep coming, and eventually they, if you want to play campfire music, that's great. If you want to set a goal where you want to become proficient in guitar scales and chords, you can do that. If you want to start touring, all of that stuff is part of it's in our capacity to might enjoy this. The more the merrier, okay? So we're having a great time. We have a great band of live chatters, guitar players from all over the country here in the United States. And from abroad, in Germany, we have some great support here, and I would encourage you to come back and take full advantage of this. Free. It's not free, really, it's your seat time, but we'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm interested. Alex, me too. All right. Let's say good morning. Come back tomorrow, please, at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll continue this morning ritual for guitar.